Today we have the Tigon. Tigon? I'm not exactly sure how you would pronounce it, to be honest with you, but it is the most expensive supercar in the update. And it sounds actually quite raspy and shouty. I wasn't expecting to sound like that. I was expecting kind of like a meaty V80 noise, but this will do indeed. So what is this car based on, you may ask? I have no bloody clue. I do have a clue. I didn't figure it out. Obviously, the GTA community figured this one out. So this is based on the Tommaso P7. Tommaso. Yeah, absolutely no idea. But this is the most expensive car of the update, so we're definitely going to try it. I want to tell you that I've got a few, like, to me, I know it's based off another car, but I've got some thoughts about what I think this is actually, like, visibly based off. To me, from what I instantly recognize, the Ford GT on the rear end, I think the Ford GT is, even if it was just inspired the original car, what this actually is actually supposed to be. But I do get just a glance of Ford GT, a bit of Celine, like a whole mix of vehicles in this. Let me know what you see in the comments. What do you see in this car? I'm sure it's quite a few cars, to be honest with you. Without further ado, let's slip and slide our way into Los Santos Customs, and to build this supercar. The exhaust system looks ridiculously strange. I've never seen a more strange exhaust system in a car on GTA, to be quite frank, and I'm not expecting there to be huge amounts of customization for this car, because it is, once again, one of those supercars that I just think, you know what, it's probably not going to have much, and instantly I am quite surprised. We've got canards and splitters and few little doodads to make it a little bit more aggressive. I'm actually going to go for that option right there. I think that's one of the nicest options. We've got diffuser customization to begin with on the rear bumpers, making it quite a bit more substantial, if you will, making it a little bit more old school, if you will. Bit of rear canards there as well on that diffuser. I think, quite honestly, I'm going to go for the turbo diffuser. Looks quite nice. Engine upgrades, exhausts. Here we go. So we can make it more of a normal style exhaust. I don't know why you'd want to do that after the craziness that was already there. We've got the triples. That's actually quite cool. Those fit it much better than the big single, if I'm honest with you. And we got the jet exhaust. It's a bit of a strange one, to be honest. And there we go, the dual round exhaust. Those actually look probably the most normal of the exhausts because they're pointed towards the back, but I do quite like those because it just makes a little bit of sense. Now, livery options, I'm sure we've got a lot of race liveries on here, though I'm not going to jump onto those straight away. You already know that ain't how we do. We've got to do it in a certain order. They should reorder the list just so that we can do it pants style, you know, because that's how everybody want to do it. We've got that's a very odd side skirt that looks kind of backwards, to be honest with you. I'm actually probably going to go one of the early ones. Normally I go for, like, right towards the bloody end, but we'll go for the sports skirts. We do have some spoilers. We've got 12 spoilers. See, the car actually looks better instantly with a spoiler. The car should have had a spoiler from factory, Rockstar. What on earth were you thinking? Carbon arrow spoiler. No, thank you. Secondary. That's actually pretty cool. Primary, wide. Oh, that is nice. Oh, the fit of that is beautiful. And we've also got this, which is just odd. I think I prefer these ones, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go with the little bit of orange on there as well. Sun strips. Rockstar have been going ham with the sun strips on this update. I'm going to put a sun strip on because it's available. Suspension really doesn't lower this car very low to the ground, but it does look a little bit more practical, more day-to-day usable than most of the suspension options normally. Now, these wheels, this is going to be... Okay, let's go high-end and try and find something that kind of fits this nicely. It's going to be difficult because I always struggle because the standard wheels generally are some of the best, but I do like tire writing on my cars. We've got as well high-end and sport. Sport would probably work quite well for this car. I think sport might actually fit a little bit nicer. Unfortunately, we only get the old custom tire design if we go with the old wheels. That's a shame. Why did they add the new tire designs to all of the things? We got the black kind of shell around us here. I just realized the exhaust, I don't know if the wing, should I say, has added it, but there is a nice little intake at the back, a roof scoop, taking that fresh air. We need it nowadays. Get as much fresh air as you possibly can. So anyway, moving on to the respray. I think we should have a look through some of these. We go for the classic paints. This, I'm going to say it, would suit many colors. I'm not going to say all colors, because to be honest, it doesn't actually suit all the colors that well. But what I will say is that it nicely suits the big bright colors, and I think it deserves one. We go for a nice red. The red does look great. You know what, the orange actually works surprisingly well. Now that I've gone through all the colors, it does work really, really nicely. I think a yellow, that like a orange, but it looks more like a yellow, this color. So I think this yellow works very, very well. It's very sports car-y. We've got the secondary colors as well. Let's go through the classic. What does it actually change? Oh, it changes this. I genuinely didn't think it was going to change that. So we could have the full car yellow, but I'm probably going to keep it. And maybe make it a matte black, just to spruce it up, make it as carbony as possible. And then, all we need to do, my friends, is choose the livery. First up, we have the race stripes, which don't actually suit it that well, considering the color's a bit extreme. The color's going to be extreme for all these, isn't it? Double green stripes. We've got crazy amounts of race car liveries for this car. I'm not much of a race car livery person. Even if it was race focused, this car, I don't know if I would be doing a race car livery. That's it. That's all we have. That's kind of, the flames are kind of cool. I like the stripes. I wish we could do them in a different color because it's not that pronounced. We've got yellow stripes, so it's another yellow on yellow. I think I do quite like the flames. I want to see what color suits this. Unfortunately, I'm going to say only red. And I'm going to say, I'm going to take this livery off. Go for the race stripes. They blend in, but they do look pretty spice. Right, you're right. Let's pop outside and have a little bit of a hoot. Let's get it. Just properly off the line. In before GT, looking bob. Actually, I just realized, you know the body kits on Midnight Club LA? They are ridiculous. They're beautiful. I love them very much. Don't say it. The Ford GT, I think, had a really, really cool modern body kit. I think even the Corvette had a really cool modern body kit. My friend hated them. But my friend Dale, I actually do the unit stuff with, I personally loved them to bits. I thought they were fantastic looking. The modernizing of old classic mobiles. They looked really, really good. Well, that's what this kind of reminds me of. I just ripped the viewing angle because of this big arch across the top here. Useless. But it's GTA. You ain't going to be driving like that. Who uses first person to drive in GTA? Literally nobody. If you use first person to drive in this game, you're lying to me. You are genuine. You're lying to me. You use it for 2 minutes and then you come out of it. Even Forza, using the cockpit? No, you're using a wheel. You're using the HUD view. If you're a pro gamer like me, using the HUD cam. HUD cam is the best cam for driving. Unfortunately, there isn't a HUD cam in this, but it's not really like you can go very quick. Anyway, so how's this thing going to grip? We've got some nice big wang on it. The wang should provide some extra forces of the down, and it's slippery and slidey. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this one, of all cars, because it's the new most expensive vehicle in the update, of excluding the Formula cars. Or the open wheel cars, should I say. This is not as grippy as I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be planted. I say that. It's not doing too bad. But I do have to focus on it. There's some cars in this game already. We already know that the open wheel make it just perfect. But this thing feels like it wants to slide its butt out. It's just a little bit too slidey, I think, to be compared to some of the better cars in terms of traction, grip, and stability. And it bogs down a lot when doing it. It's almost like it's just straight. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. That's a shame then. I was expecting this to be one of the better ones, considering the price. But I would actually say some of the cheaper cars that we've had, the cheaper supercars that we've had, still are better. Okay. Even going back to, like, the Adder and stuff. Back in the day, the Adder. Oh, mate. That was slippery and slidey in some lights, but I'd say it's still better than this. I think this being about 1 million years old looking, they probably thought, yeah, we'll make it classic. Unfortunately, cars in this game don't really have a year on them, which would be quite useful, I think. I do like these infinite-style lights. You probably saw a video a while ago of like a Skyline that had similar lights. They do look super spicy. The exhaust system's dope. It's another cool classic looking machine to add to my collection. I don't even know if it is classic, to be honest, because we've got these modern lights. I think it's supposed to look like a classic car, but it also handles like one, and it should, quite frankly, you should be handling like an absolute G, but you don't. So me and you have got a big problemo, okay? That's the end of that. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't waste your money unless you like the look of it and you're a collector man Magi like myself, or a collector lady Magi. Collection man Madame Magi. That's a good one. Smash like, subscribe if you're not. See you in the next video. Until next time, peace.